Welcome, everyone, to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the UTEP Miners taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Miners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
First down for your Bulldogs.
Looking for room, it's Davenport. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Out of the gun to give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the UTEP Miners offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Odom. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10.
He runs out of bounds at the 43. Good enough for a first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
At the 37.
Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Miners will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On second down, looking again to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Brings up 2nd down.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Edwards. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. To the air, it's Bullock. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He'll keep it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Make some noise, get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Almost had the completion, just missed it. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Locklear. He looks that one in nicely. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to get to him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Odom. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Miners are moving quickly down the field.
1st down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Locklear. Quick completion on the out route. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Now from inside the red zone. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. A great Great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 2 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Red pass, it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Miners in the hurry up.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the draw. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UTEP.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The inside handoff. And he could not get loose on the run. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly complete. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Crosby. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it out quickly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The aerial assault continues. He makes the connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's now second down after the short completion. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space, and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
First and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Can't get him to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. To the air. It's Glocklear. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Miners want to move quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give is to Taylor. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Miners are on the move.
First down for the offense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. He wants to pass it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. The give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. The Miners will keep this drive going. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The give on the inside. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Taylor has it. Tackled after picking up the first down. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miners.
Touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UTEP 17, Louisiana Tech 16.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll leave it with him. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Odom. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Miners have this offense rolling. Going up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Back to pass. It's Glottlier. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now they'll run the draw. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Finley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And, guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
17. Louisiana Tech, 16.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Back to throw, it's Bullock. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The expressway is wide open, and they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Davenport. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. It's good. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final second.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.